Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel. And welcome back to another episode of the Montreal Expos relocation franchise here on MLB The Show 25. Today we have the postseason in what has been a pretty good year for your Montreal Expos. The first couple years were weird. Year number one, we won 88 games and made the postseason, which was very strange. I didn't think that was going to happen. We did lose in the wild card, but hey, we made the postseason year number one. Then year number two, we finished around what I thought we could be in year number one. We overachieved in year number one. We came back down to earth in year number two. But now in year number three, we won 96 games and made the wild card again. Yeah, 96 games. And it would have been even better if we didn't get swept by the Baltimore Orioles in the final three games. We had a legitimate chance to pass the Yankees and win the division, but we sold the final three games of the year with Strasburg, Clemens, and Pablo Martinez all losing to the Orioles. And for our results, we have to go and play the Orioles again in the wild card. So that is our benefit of losing those games, which is no benefit at all. We just have to go and play the Orioles again. Can we win? I sure as heck hope so. Because I do not want to have two out of my three postseason appearances, or two postseason appearances in 3 years, both end after the wild card. This video will be the entirety of the postseason, regardless of how long it takes. It could take us the wild card, 2 games, 3 games, whatever it is in the wild card. Or it could take us all the way up to the World Series, where hopefully we win it. But that is all in today's video. So if you go and enjoy, hit the like button, subscribe channel, join the Juice Club. Let's get started here. Game number one against the Orioles. Clemens says he's going to be on the mound. I'll probably give him the job on the mound, but I'm a little bit hesitant. Just a little bit hesitant. And if you're not familiar with how we work things here on the postseason for the channel, we quick manage every single game and we jump into scenarios that we think we can help. Hopefully we don't have to jump in any scenarios, but if we do have to jump in, then we can try and help the team out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work, but we have that option to jump in. But usually we quick manage the games and let the CPU handle most of the work. Clemens is the highest overall pitcher we have, but he's also a little bit inconsistent. Did not have a great year this year. He's been getting worse the 2 years since the debut of the franchise. I don't know. I feel like it's the right move to give it to Clemens, but I also don't think it's the right move to give it to Clemens. I'm a little bit torn. I don't know where to go. I think I'm going to give it to Rod Clemens. Rod Clemens, not Roger. That's his real life counterpart. I'm going to give it to Rod Clemens. And then as for the lineup goes, I like our lineup. I think these 1 through 9 are great players. They're all high overalls. And then I like what we're working with in the batting order, like in the bench. We got Posey and Mantle and Biggio, Ripken, Hamilton. We got a lot of power, a lot of diversity, a lot of switch hitting. We got different looks we can give people. Like we have a lot of availability on this team. I like what we're working with. So let's get started here. We need Clemens to come out and pitch a gem. It's that simple, because he already allowed a home run. All right, this wild card's over. We need Clemens to pitch a gem. He's allowed 2 solo homers. Why did I give him the opportunity? King Fielder gets a solo shot, so he brings us within 1 at least. But why do I always fall into the trap of Rod Clemens? Barry Bonds' solo homer ties the game at 2. I'd really appreciate if Rod Clemens was good. King Fielder with another home run. He's 2 for 2, and both of those hits are home runs. So maybe Rod is going to get the benefit here. We're going to pull Rod before things get ugly. We're going to bring in Jansen. Jansen was really good in the regular season. We'll see how he can do in the post. I could use some extra insurance. We're not going to get it in the 6th. Maybe we can get it in the 7th. They're going to pull their pitcher, so Xavier Curry comes in. Sack fly, RBI, it's 4-2. Single from Joey Mauer, who's been unbelievable in this entire series. They pull Curry. So he comes out, allows 2 runs. I think we're going to pull Kennedy Jansen. And we're going to bring in Travis Hoffman for the 8th. And Hoffman will get through the 8th. We got the insurance we needed, which means Bill Wagner will come in to shut the door in game 1 of the wild card, and he does it. King Fielder, 2 for 3 with 2 home runs and a walk, is the player of the game, and we have won game 1 of the wild card. And the AA Biscuits are moving on to whatever they have. All right, that's a beautiful start to the wild card round. I don't think we won a game in the wild card in the first year. I can't remember. I think we got swept 2 games. Not this time. We will at least have a game 3 if we can't pull out game 2 here at home. Thankfully, all 3 games are at home. Pablo's going to get the ball for game 2. We're going to let the same starting 9 go, and let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. We got a couple big-time home runs from Bonds and from King Fielder, obviously. We allow a couple of runs in the second from Pablo. Not ideal. But this team can turn on a dime, man. They can score with the best of them if they get hot. And there's Michael Stanton. Solo homer allows him to to bring it. Okay. Pablo's done. I didn't think it was going to get that crazy. We're down 5-1. 1 run scored on a Joey Mauer single, but we can't add any more. We had the bases loaded, couldn't do anything with it. They pull Peralta, bring in Dylan Coleman. Double plays brutal. Come on, boys. I might have to jump in for this one. I was hoping I wouldn't have to. But it's looking kind of ugly. Bottom of the 8th. I think this might be my time to jump in. We're down 5-2. I got to try my best, man. I want to sweep the Orioles so bad. Here comes Joey Mauer, probably our best player in terms of just production in this entire series. And that's saying something because we've had Bonds, we've had Stanton, we've had Jeter and Cano and Peter Rose. I mean, we've had so many players in these 3 seasons so far that have been unbelievably good. But I think Joey Mauer's been the best of the bunch. He got a good piece of that pitch, though, and sends it into the right field grass where the right fielder grabs it for the first out. That's a little unfortunate. Strike 2 to Bonds. Come on, Bonds. Get on base for me, please. I really wish that Pablo Martinez did not allow that rough inning where he had like the double, then the triple, then the 2-run homer, whatever it was. It was like 3 straight big-time hits. I really wish he didn't have that. It was a rough 5th inning for Pablo. Stanton does have one of our only runs of the game so far today with that solo homer he had. If Bonds could add another one, that'd be amazing, but he's going to swing wildly at a pitch down in the zone and get called for strike 3. Not ideal. Not ideal one bit. But Stanton has a chance to keep this game alive. If that gets down, it will not. Unlucky. I'll say that. Unlucky for the boys. Maybe we can do something here on defense. Who knows? It's possible. But maybe we can't. That's also possible. 1-2 to Drew Gilbert. Here comes Houston Street. Swing and a miss, but Mauer lets it go past him. He's running to first, and we got him. Okay, that was a little bit closer than I would have liked. It does end up in an out anyway. And here comes the speedy Jake McCarthy. Chops 1 to Robbie Cano at second. On to King Fielder at first. 2 quick outs here in the inning, but Jackson Holliday, always a dangerous player at the plate. He's a big threat. But he swings over the top of a fastball. 1-2 count, and Houston Street looks to deliver the strikeout pitch. Get us to the bottom half. It will not be the bottom half. It gets past A-Rod down the third base line. 95 speed. He's going to second. Bonds on to second, and he's tagged out at second. That's a lot of times I said second in one sentence. The fact that Jackson Holliday thought he could beat that throw, I mean, I was always going to throw to second, and he's tagged out, getting unnecessarily aggressive. You're up 5-2, top of the 9th, with 2 outs in the inning. You're getting that aggressive. Very strange base running decision from Jackson Holliday. But we go bottom 9. They bring in their closer, Yanir Cano. Yanir? I don't know how to say his name. That's a common theme with me. Not knowing how to pronounce players' names, whether it's Madden or MLB The Show or NBA 2K. I don't know how to pronounce names because I'm white. 1-2 count A-Rod. Fouls off the circle change. Come on, A-Rod. Get on base. Leadoff base hit would be fantastic. Please give me what I want. Don't swing at that. That's check swing. Called ball 2. Pitch something inside, please. Come on, Cano. That's something inside, but I didn't get enough of it. I didn't get really anything on it. Very late timing. Very unfortunate swing. And it results in the first out. We are down to 2 outs in game 2 of the wild card. I shouldn't have said anything about we have game 3 just in case, because I think I jinxed myself. Why is everything that I hit going to the right fielder? I'm pretty sure everything that I've put in play in these 2 innings I've jumped into have gone to the right fielder. I don't think anything has gone anywhere else. I've either struck out or I've gone to the right fielder. And thankfully, this goes to the left fielder, but it's not going anywhere anytime soon. It goes to the warning track. And it's caught at the wall. The left fielder makes a jumping grab to rob a home run from King Fielder. And the Orioles will save their season for one more game. Pablo Martinez absolutely sucked. All right, well, we have another game, unfortunately. I was hoping to win it in 2. We will not be able to. We'll have to go to game 3 of the wild card. We'll have, what, Lincecum on the mound for this one? Can Lincecum do anything? Former Rookie of the Year? He might be able to do something. You never know. I was hoping Pablo could do something. Oh, it's Matthew Harvey who's next to the lineup. I think I want to give it to Lincecum, actually. Let's give it to Lincecum. All right, here we go. Maybe Harvey would have been able to do something, but I want to give it to Lincecum. Maybe that comes back to bite me. Who knows? Solo shot from Stanton gets us on the board first. Finally, we're on the board before the Orioles are. It's about time. Couple of singles back-to-back. Can't lead to anything. Double play's huge. We're flying through this third game here. I really need some more insurance. I could really use some more insurance. Lincecum comes into the 7th. I don't really want him to go into the 7th, but he gets out of it with a double play. Oh, Curry's back in the game. We killed Curry last time he was in. Oh, but we can't do anything with it, really? That's tough. That's tough. Come on, boys. Just keep on going. Yes, we got some insurance. King Fielder with the RBI single is huge. Double, 2 more runs scored. Baker sucks. He's trash. Another run scored on the Robbie Cano hit. It's 5-0. Oh, that's absolutely huge. And we will survive. For the first time in the franchise, we will win a playoff series. And Timmy Lincecum, man. Timmy Lincecum played well. 7 strong innings of baseball from Timmy Lincecum. Good stuff. Good stuff. Man, it feels good to actually win a postseason game or postseason series. Strasburg's going to get it for the ALDS, game 1 of the ALDS. We go to Target Field on the road. Strasburg's getting it. 2 days off. Let's get ready to go. Hopefully the boys stay hot. Some certain pitchers, when they put them in from the bullpen, we can just, I don't know what it is, we just rally against them. Some guys just can't pitch against us. And that's happened against me too. Like I throw a pitcher in and they get absolutely shelled. It's happened before. This is a quick game. It's going back and forth. A lot of ground outs, a lot of quick outs. Pablo and Strasburg going back and forth, both pitching gems right now. Maybe Strasburg pitching more of a gem. They pulled Pablo. We're into the 8th now. I mean, this is getting out of control. We're in the top of the 9th. What's going to happen here? Solo homer. They answered my question. Robbie Cano immediately answers the question, what's going to happen? I got to let Strasburg finish this game. He's pitched too well. No! You got to be joking me. Twins take a 2-1 victory over us. I mean, I didn't make the wrong decision, did I? I couldn't have given anybody else that game other than Strasburg. He had 8 innings of unbelievable baseball, 11 strikeouts. I couldn't bring in Billy Wagner there. Wow. To lose on a walk-off 2-run homer in the bottom of the 9th of game 1 of the ALDS is kind of brutal. I guess I should have jumped in to seal it myself, but I mean, who knows? Maybe I would have allowed the 2-run homer if I was in the game. That's always possible. But the fact that, I mean, for 8 2/3 innings, he was unbelievable. Trout with the 2-run homer is huge. But he was unbelievable for 8 2/3 innings. All it took was one swing of the bat to lose us that baseball game. Insane, man. Absolutely insane. Michael Trout's going crazy right now. He's got a homer and a double in this game. He's going absolutely crazy. Before that inning, Strasburg had only allowed 1 hit the entire game. I mean, it made the most sense to keep him in the game. I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. Oh, we're crushing the Twins in game 2. Game 2. It's 6-0. Matthew Harvey's pitching amazingly. But I'm going to learn from my mistake. I'm going to pull Matthew Harvey. We're going to bring in Kennedy Jansen to finish this game off. And we get it done. We come back and rally with game number 2. We really shouldn't have lost game 1. And it's not on me. I can't take the blame for that. I can't take the blame for that. I can't take the blame for keeping Strasburg in the game for the 9th inning when he was pitching a gem. An absolute beautiful one-hit gem. I can't take the blame for keeping him in. Not my fault. But we go to game 3 at home now for the next 2. I could really use the same kind of dominance that we've shown for the first 2 games. I mean, our bats have been on fire the first 2 games of the DS. I'd really like if they continue to be on fire. We're going to bring Clemens back in to start game 3. And we'll see what we can do. Let's get those bats warm back up. We had a day off. Everybody's rested. Everybody gets to sleep in their own bed. Let's get some going there. Joey Mauer, 3-run homer. Clemens allows a solo shot, unfortunately. But Ichiro with a solo homer. Makes it 4-1. This is what I'm talking about, baby. This is the rallying that we need. This is the production that we need. I'm keeping an eye on Rod Clemens' stamina here. Make sure he doesn't go too crazy. They're burning through their bullpen in this divisional series, the first 3 games. They are going like crazy. I'm going to pull Clemens for the 8th. We're going to bring in Houston Street. See if he can get some damage to the 9th. And he does. And now I'm going to bring in Bill Wagner to end this game. Yes, we really should be up 3-0. We really should be up 3-0 if you're thinking about it. But hey, that's not how the cookie crumbled, unfortunately. Although both the DSs in the NL were sweeps. Every DS except for ours has been a sweep. It really should have been us. It really should have been 4 straight sweeps. We should have swept the Twins. But they walked us off in game 1. But we have a chance to win it in a gentleman's sweep here in game 4. All you need is 3 in the DS. So let's just get our 3rd win. I'm going to give it to Timmy Lincecum. I don't trust Pablo, at least not in this big situation. Maybe Pablo can pitch in the CS if we get there. But I'd rather give it to the guy who pitched amazingly like Timmy Lincecum. And he's continuing to pitch really well. We're going up against Pablo Lopez, who pitched an absolute gem against Strasburg. He was the other pitcher who pitched amazingly against Strasburg in that game. They do have 2 runs, though, on the board in the 4th. I'd prefer to get some runs on the board ourselves, but we can't do it. Come on, boys. Let's not go to a game 5. I really don't want to go to a game 5, but that's looking like that's where we're going to head. I'm going to pull Lincecum. We're going to bring in Kennedy Jansen. That's a double 1-run scored. It's not looking good for the good guys. We're probably headed to a 5th game, aren't we? They bring in Johan Duran, double play, game over. We can't shut the door on the Twins. Oh, we're going to a game 5, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to be Lincecum, obviously. It'll probably be Matthew Harvey for this game. And this is it. This is it. Game 5 of the ALDS. Game 5 of the ALDS. Here we go. Immediately, a leadoff solo shot from Dion Jeter. What a way to start the DS. A one runs or an RBI single from Bartholomew Bonds. 2 runs in the first inning. I mean, what a start to the ALDS Game 5. A triple from Jonah Bride's crazy. They do get 1 run back on an RBI single. I need Matthew Harvey to deliver. Come on, boys. More insurance, more insurance. There it is. Single from A-Rod gets us at least 1. Gets our 2-run lead back. They pull their pitcher. Cole Sands comes in. Double from Cano, scores a run. Double from Bauer, scores a run. Single from Bonds, scores a run. It's 6-1. Cole Sands is trash. That's the inning we needed. Another run scored on a Dion Jeter single. Another run scored on Joey Mauer walk. Oh, it's happening, ladies and gentlemen. It is happening. A sack bunt. It's 8-1. Sack fly. It's 9-1. Single. It's 10-1. Wow. This is going way better than I expected, although Matthew Harvey's day is over. I probably kept him in a little bit too long. That's my fault. This is going far better than expected. Bottom of the 9th, 10-4. We win the game and the series. The Montreal Expos will survive the American League Division Series and play in the American League Championship Series against the Seattle Mariners. We only have a day off, though. That's kind of, 1 day off is kind of crazy. Oh, man. We really shouldn't have gone that long. If we would have just won game 1, we would have been done in 3, and we wouldn't have had to worry about game 4 or 5. But we survived in the end. If we would have lost game 5 because of the way and then we lost game 1 too, I mean, I would have been so upset. It would have been such a disappointing way to lose. But we are moving to the ALCS already. We are flying through this postseason on the road again. This time it's going to be Strasburg getting the ball for game 1 of the ALCS. And let's play hot, man. We've got the hot bats right now. We're probably the hottest team in baseball, in the postseason at least, in terms of our production. We can't get any runs, though. Little unfortunate. 1 run scored on an RBI double for the Mariners. It's okay. We can still deliver some good innings. We just need Strasburg to continue to play well. Going up against Tarek Skubal is not who you want to go up against in a big situation, but an RBI double for Bartholomew Bonds ties this game at 1. Strasburg's day is probably over after that inning. Yeah, we're not going to let Strasburg go any further. We're going to bring in Edward Diaz for the 7th. They bring in Alexis Diaz. We get out of the 8th. No damage done. A couple of rallying hits. We can't do anything. Ugh. All right, Travis Hoffman comes in. Are we going to go to extras? We are. Extra inning baseball for game 1 of the CS. Come on, boys. Anything but a walk. Anything but a walk. Or anything but a walk-off, I guess I should say. I should really jump in, shouldn't I? Yep, I should have jumped in. Kennedy Jansen loses it. Cade Marlowe with the walk-off single or whatever it was. We lose game 1. I really should have jumped in, but I thought maybe the pitching could get the job done. I guess I was wrong. I guess I put my faith in the pitching too much. All right, game 2 of the CS. Let's see if we can rally. Man, going up against Skubal and George Kirby as the first 2 pitchers to face, that's a tough matchup. We didn't really even get to Skubal that much. Cal Raleigh, the big dumper, gets a home run to get the Mariners on the board first in the 4th. We go to the 5th. I'll tell you something about Rod Clemens, man. He's not going to get out of an inning without allowing at least 1 home run, that's for sure. Bases are loaded. They bring in Diaz, and we can't do anything with it. Really? Bases loaded, can't do anything with it? All right, it looks like I'm going to have to jump in at some point here. I didn't want to. Maybe not. Top of the ninth, bases loaded, sac fly RBI. They pull their pitcher. Single scores another run. Double scores two more. Error gets on base. Maybe I don't have to jump in. It's 4-1. We bring in Bill Wagner. Shut the door, Bill. And he does. We win 4-1. We survive. We don't go down 2-0. We tie it at 1-1 and we bring it home for 3 games. What a top of the ninth inning. That's a crazy good inning. It was really looking like I was going to have to jump in there. But we were able to survive, able to thrive, and tie it at 1 in the series. We'll go to the quick counts. We'll bring in. I'll give Pablo Martinez a game. We haven't seen him since the wild, or not the wild card, the DS. Or did we see him in the? No, we saw him in the wild card. And that's it. That's right. He pitched 1 game in the wild card, and that was not ideal. And okay, all right, Pablo. All right, your career here is over, probably. First inning, he allows 4 runs. Yeah, Pablo Martinez is probably getting sent down to AAA for season number 3, or season number 4, I mean. We're going to have to go unbelievably deep in the bullpen this time. Robbie Cano gets us back on the board with 2 runs. Diaz is eating up some innings, which is ideal. 3 runs scored on a double from King Fielder. 2-run homer from Trout. We've beaten Logan Gilbert. Homer from Robbie Cano. He's 3 for 3. Thank you, Edward Diaz, for eating up 4 innings, basically. We don't really have a guy in the bullpen that's an innings eater. So that was kind of a stressful situation. But at least now we know that Pablo Martinez is not our guy. He's going down to AAA, guaranteed. I might even take him off the playoff roster right now. We win the game. Robbie Cano was huge. We taken a 2-1 lead in the ALCS. I might legitimately take him off the playoff roster. During the MLB postseason, rosters can only be modified between series. Okay, so we have to wait until if we win this series against the Mariners to change for the World Series. So, Pablo, your days are numbered, unfortunately, my friend. Your days are numbered. We go to Game 4 of the ALCS. We're up 2-1. We're sitting comfortable. We're in the driver's seat. Lincecum's going to get the ball, and we're going to see what we can do in Game 4. If our bats continue to play as well as they have, if we continue to hit as consistently as we have been this entire postseason run, really, then I don't have any worry about winning this series or about possibly losing this series. I think we can deliver. We are down 1-0, though. But I believe in Lincecum. I think he can do the job. Sometimes he gets unlucky, but I do think we have the support around him to give him what he needs. Another single. Grand slam Crawford. This game's over. All right. Lincecum has failed me, but we're fighting back. Bonds with a 2-run homer. Solo shot makes it 7-3. All right, maybe we're not as good as I thought we were. Maybe we're not as good as I thought we were. Triple scores a run. Luke Raley getting a triple on us is diabolical. We lose Game 4. We got crushed in that game. Mariners tie it at 2. We go to Game 5. Lincecum not pitching good in that game, I will say. I put my faith in him and he failed me. I won't forget that. He's not on the Pablo Martinez track just yet, but I'm not going to forget about him failing me there. We'll go to Strasburg to see what he can do. He already immediately allows a run in the first inning. That's okay. We've come back from stuff like that before. But he's allowed 2 more runs in the second inning. All right. And we're going up against one of the best pitchers in baseball in Skubal. Come on, Strasburg. What happened to that immaculate game you had in Game 1 of the DS? Where you were like a one-hit baseball through 8. I want that Strasburg back. But having to go up against Skubal is not what you want to have to do, especially in a game where you need to win. We're going to pull him out. Our bullpen is so tired after that unbelievable Pablo game where we had to go from basically the first inning. We're trying to rally here. Can we do it? Bottom 9, I think this is my best chance to jump in. They bring in Matt Brash to shut the door on us here in Game 5. I did see as I was loading in that the Atlanta Braves have won their series. They've won the National League pennant. They will play in the World Series against either us or the Seattle Mariners, whoever comes out of this series. It'll be them versus us versus the Braves or Mariners versus the Braves. Robbie Cano off the wall gets a leadoff single. I wish that would have just been a home run, man. It just didn't have the lift on it. It was more of a line drive than it was anything else. But it does get us a base hit to lead off. Michael Trout, double play. That's probably our game. Ugh, why couldn't that Robbie Cano hit just be a home run? It would have made things so much easier. But here comes King Fielder hitting .333 in the postseason. He's had some big moments, but none bigger than what this could be. Come on, King. All you need to do, one swing of that bat, is all that it takes to tie this game at 3. Just get your pitch. Man, why couldn't that Robbie Cano hit just been a home run? Why couldn't it have just been a little bit higher over the wall? Just a foot or more is all it needed. Oh, 3-2 count to King. Fielder sends it to right field. Ball game. Mariners win. They take a 3-2 series lead. Oh! Why couldn't that home run just happen, man? Why couldn't Cano just get that over the wall? Why did it have to just be a line drive and not a home run? He got a good rip of it, too. And we are down to potentially our final game of our season here. Game 6 of the American League Championship Series. They will put Logan Gilbert on the mound, who we did get to earlier in the series. Or is it going to be George Kirby? It's either going to be Kirby or it's going to be Gilbert. It's going to be George Kirby. Okay, so we didn't get to George Kirby as much as we got to Logan Gilbert. So now I'm a little bit more afraid. But all we need is one big hit. And a big performance from Matthew Harvey. And we can move to Game 7. Come on, boys. Robles with a solo homer in the leadoff spot's not ideal. Gives the Mariners a 1-0 lead. Come on, Matthew Harvey. Pitch me a gem, please. We just need a couple of hits from the team. Why is the team... I mean, we have no hits so far. And Julio Rodriguez with a home run. All right, it's over. Yep. It's over. We have no hits against George Kirby. Wow. A double from Trout finally breaks up the possible perfect game. But the Montreal Expos have been eliminated from the postseason by the Seattle Mariners. We just could not figure out George Kirby. He allowed one hit in a complete game shutout. We could not figure out George Kirby whatsoever. Whoops. That's not what I want to do. Who won the postseason? The Braves beat the Mariners in 7. I didn't mean to simulate the postseason. I was just trying to check the box score. Oh, man. We just couldn't hit it. We had one hit. It was Mike Trout with a double. We also got a walk. So I guess it wouldn't have been a perfect game. But, man, we just could not hit George Kirby. There was nothing we could do. And I don't think I could have jumped in and done anything either. So we fall in the American League Championship Series. It's a big progression from where we came, especially since we missed the postseason in year number 2. But we went from from getting to the wild card in year number 1 and losing to not making the playoffs at all in year number 2. And now in year number 3, we make it all the way to the American League Championship Series. There are some signs of definite progression here as we head to year number 4. But there are also going to be some signs of change as we move towards season 4 as well. Pablo Martinez has gotten into the doghouse with me, and there's not really any getting out of that. He will go down to AAA for year 4. Probably Randall Johnson will come back up, but Randall Johnson has a history of playing really bad in the majors in this series. So we'll see what happens with him. But he's most likely going to take that spot from Pablo in year number 4. Maybe it'll be Kershaw. I don't know. It could also be Ohtani, I guess. We'll see what happens. We also need to figure out what our bullpen looks like, what our lineup looks like. Is there going to be any additions to the major league team in year number 4 from a starting standpoint? Like, are we going to change any starters? I don't know. I kind of like the way the team looks right now, but I guess we can figure it out. Stanton had a big regular season and a big postseason. He was pretty good. There's a lot of questions to be answered for season number 4, but we have out the offseason before that, which, as you know, in this series, the offseason is not that important in this type of series. All we have to do really is create the rookies for season number 4, but I'll do that between the offseason episode and the start of year 4 before we do opening day. We'll create those rookies. We also had the number 1 overall pick in this past year's draft, so we'll create the number 1 overall pick player, regen player. I still haven't decided on who that's going to be yet, but we will create somebody. It'll be somebody pretty noteworthy, I would assume. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video for the postseason. Unfortunately, it didn't end the way that we may have wanted it to, but I still think we're maybe a year or 2 away from winning a World Series. We had a good run. We just didn't have consistent pitching, and that going up against George Kirby in Game 6 is quite the thing, because he was untouchable. 9 innings of complete game baseball in Game 6 of a postseason game is crazy. He only allowed 1 hit, and that was in the 9th. So, yeah, I'd say George Kirby pitched an absolute gem. Who won the awards before we get out of here? The World Series MVP was Matt Olson. Postseason MVP was Cade Marlowe. Makes sense. He was pretty good against us. And then for the National League, it was Matt Olson as postseason MVP and World Series MVP. So good for Matt Olson. He gets a bunch of awards to add to his potential Hall of Fame resume. And we will move on to the offseason episode. If you enjoyed this one, make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much. Stop by and watch. I truly appreciate it. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.